Hello world. I've been trying to deal with reflections here. So I'm just going to pretend that this is a very avant-garde video where you can see my mouth moving in reflections. This is the Rega TT-PSU that I had repaired the other week. I had to take it into Audio T. I got to hear that lovely Rega Naya with some Cyrus phono stages and name amplification and these wonderful to die for Shahanian diapason speakers, which were really amazing, sounded really amazing with the Naya. But I've been without record player for the best part of 2 weeks. I got a buzz this morning from UPS who delivered this. It appears to be in one piece. Rega had packed it up in an awful lot of bubble and wrappy stuff, but it does the job. I then got a courtesy call from Audio T just to check that it had arrived. Literally within 2 minutes, I was just fathoming out how to get inside the box, as they called. So that was very good service, I think, from Audio T as well. Well, the proof of the pudding, of course, is in the eating. Now, none of my system is switched on at the moment. It's all switched off at the wall. So I'm going to fit this thing together and then see if it works, basically. And I'll be back to you. All right, let's see if I can do this one-handedly. I don't like these DIN socket things. They're a pain in the jack. But let's just see if we've got enough sort of space here to be able to plug that in. Wall wart. That wall wart has just been sitting there very patiently waiting for its match to come home. I don't understand all this stuff about things being centre negative and centre positive, but I would actually say to you to be careful. Don't try and use a different kind of power supply from the one that was meant to be used with it, because you could come unstuck. I'm not Mend It Mark, who's a channel that I've discovered on YouTube rather recently. He would be able to tell you about all this kind of stuff. Right, so the power is now on at the wall. Let's just see if it turns on. Oh my word. It turns on. The Rega record player spins round. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is take some footage of Turntabulator to see if that is actually spinning accurately at the accurate speed. We'll do maybe 3 on 33 and 3 on 45. Right, it says ideal. I can't quite catch what that's actually saying while filming at the same time. 33.1. That's not too bad. We'll spin again. Just tap. Obvious. Okay. Rega make no apologies for the fact that their turntables do take a couple of seconds to spin up to speed. But I've never found that ever to be an issue. By the time you've actually got the record on the thing and you've queued up your track that you're going to play and everything, it seems to be okay. So that's saying 33.2. Curious. Let's try again. So after I gave it 2 more spins round, they were both 33.1. I don't think it's worth seeing that footage again, so we'll just move over to 45, shall we? Flipping down here, the logo goes green, which you can hardly see here, but let's have a little go now. Spin again. We start laughing like a bunch of wallies, probably think we were off our trolleys. You can tell I listened to Caesar the Boogeyman in my younger days, can't you? What's this saying? Ideal. 44.8. So that's 0.2 of an RPM slow. Spin again.
Again, it might take the odd second or two to come up to speed.
So there's some specks of dust and things on here. Ideal, it says. My goodness. 44.8. Just for the sake of science, just do it one more time. One more time. What's my time? Wait, I wait. See, I wait. Ideal, 44.8. So that is within tolerances. I doubt whether or not most people's ears would pick up on the fact that there's a slight speed discrepancy there. Let's put a record on, shall we? Right, just a quick pause there to clean a couple of records. I hope that Fontana, whoever you are, won't mind me putting this record on from 1958. It's from a soundtrack called Mon Oncle, or My Uncle, by Jacques Tati. And we'll just see what it does. It's not exactly a record that I know, but we'll see what it does. Oh my goodness, it actually plays records. I might give you a needle drop. If I don't get a copyright claim on this, I might give you a proper needle drop of this. Oh, how lovely. Right, for a little bit of completion, we have a little bit of Fats Waller. Again, I hope they can't argue with YouTube copyright gods. We're playing Oh Susanna, for goodness sake. So let's just see what we get with this. How lovely. It works, hooray. So, well, let's hope that that repair holds up for another 10 years. I've had 10 years of this lovely Rega RP8 and its TT-PSU that goes with it. As I say, in the last year or so, I've had a couple of problems with it, but let's hope that it now holds up. Rega did actually pass on a message to Audio T, which Audio T then passed on to me, and that was to thank me very much for the video that I made about the visit to Audio T last time. Now, normally my Rega videos get thousands of views. This one's had 400 and something views. So I'll link to it in the description. If you haven't seen it, please go ahead and watch it. In the background here is a picture of the system that I actually listened to with those lovely Shahanian diapasons. As I move out of the way here, you'll see the lovely Rega Nea on the left with its beautiful Aphelion 2 cartridge playing one of my records. Over on the right is the Cyrus phono stage that I was listening to it through. And then down below, now it's a bit difficult to actually tell which is which, but out of those boxes there, you've got a name preamp and power supply, a name power amp and power supply as well. And yeah, these lovely diapasons on the ground next to them. Yeah. I had a little joke. Haha, I do joke sometimes. I had a little joke with one of my commenters on the video that I would when I get a pair, I'll invite them round for a game of Robot Wars. So, all right, remember to like, subscribe, share if you dare, consider a super thanks, do all the usuals, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.
What's everybody going to say about it? What would they think? Everybody doesn't. I mean, they want to hear dance music.